So Trump's tariffs, which are just a tax, as the economist Richard Wolff pointed out, tariffs are just a tax. The tariffs that Trump plans to levy against goods being imported to the U.S. from Mexico will lead to more migration because it'll worsen living conditions there for the people in Mexico, because there will be less goods that will be exported to the U.S., hence less jobs, more unemployment, more difficult conditions for the working people there. And then that's a choice they're going to make to potentially migrate to the United States to seek better prospects for themselves and their family. But again, it's not really surprising, right? Because none of Trump's policies are really based in the material reality, at least for what is beneficial for the working people in the United States or globally, right? The tariffs, again, are a tax. Those taxes will be passed along to the consumer here in the United States, right? I mean, it's pretty fucking easy, or it should be, to understand, but unfortunately, blue MAGA and red MAGA suffer from the same affliction, that is the cult of personality for the leaders that they idolize, and they're not able to take a critical analysis to the policy positions that either blue MAGA or red MAGA take, and as a result, they just blindly follow and side with their oppressors. And Trump saying, he's going to crack down on immigration is just another example of that. If Trump or anybody else within the ruling class, within the establishment, was concerned about wanting to lessen migration to the U.S., you look at root causes. And what are those? Well, largely Mexico, for example. NAFTA was a big cause because that devastated a lot of working class people in Mexico, and the result, well, again, to better their prospects, they chose to migrate to the United States to seek a better life for themselves and their families. The U.S. war on drugs, obviously hugely devastating as well. And then that's just Mexico. Let's take Venezuela, for example. The sanctions that I believe started under the first Trump administration have really led to some really difficult living conditions for the working people there. And again, what happens then? You try to go somewhere else where you think your life would be better. So again, if Trump or Biden, Harris, anybody else was truly concerned, they would stop with these regime change efforts. They would stop trying to overthrow all of these governments. They would get rid of these sanctions if they were truly concerned. But they're not, right? So again, Trump's tariffs that he plans to implement against Mexico will lead to more people having to leave Mexico out of necessity and migrate to the United States across these imaginary lines into the belly of the beast here in the U.S. So again, but the red MAGA folks, they're not able to actually have a concrete analysis of what's going on, because they are blinded by their unconditional love and ideology of their supreme leader, Mr. Trump, which is unfortunate for them, because obviously a vast majority of the people that support Trump are of the working class. So by siding with Trump, they are siding with their oppressor. Same for the blue MAGA folks who were supporting Harris Waltz, just another side of the capitalist ruling class. So you get a shit sandwich or a turd taco. Those are the two items on the menu. But don't side with your oppressor. Get some class consciousness. Get rid of the false consciousness and actually be able to look at things for what they really are and not what these politicians tell you that they are. Get some learning in you. Come on, you can do better.